Look what I have here. It's a Christian Bible written in the ancient language of Aramaic. That's what Jesus spoke, by the way. It's written from right to left like Hebrew is. Looks a bit like Arabic, but it's not. It's the language of the biblical Holy Land, Aramaic. This Bible is from a church in one of the oldest Christian communities in the world, in the region of Nineveh, which is in what today is called northern Iraq. If you know your Bible, Nineveh was a city that Jonah visited. Anyways, near the ruins of Nineveh is a town of 6,000 people called Batnaya. They're all Christian. They're an ethnicity called Chaldean, spelled Chaldean. They're ancient Christians. Here's the big church in Batnaya, beautiful, gorgeous, ancient in design, but modern in construction, very pretty. But then in the fall of 2014, Islamic State terrorists invaded Batnaya, and you know what they do to Christians? They murder them. Their preferred method is slitting throats like Muhammad did in the Quran. They murder them. They take girls for rape slaves. So the 6,000 Christians in Batnaya fled, all of them. They fled for Kurdistan, where they now live in refugee camps. Some of them have tried to come to Canada, but Justin Trudeau prefers Muslim refugees, not Christian refugees, so he has kept them out. Which brings me back to this Bible. Look at it. It's obviously desecrated. It's ripped. An Islamic State terrorist went into that church in Batnaya, that beautiful church, and took this Bible and tried to rip it to shreds. But that's very difficult. It's like ripping a phone book. So look what he did instead. He shot it with a gun, probably at some range like target practice, and look where he aimed, right in the center of the cross. It's a symbolic target to desecrate the symbol of Christianity, a symbolic murder of Jesus Christ himself, perhaps. For 2 years, Batnaya was occupied by Islamic State terrorists until it was finally liberated by Kurdish and Iraqi forces just a couple months ago. Now, a friend of mine went to the church and recovered this Bible and brought it to Canada and shared it with me this morning. And look at what the church looks like now. This footage is from Kurdish K24 TV, who accompanied the liberating soldiers. Look at that. The church was torched. It was defiled in every possible way. They toppled the cross on the roof. I'm sure they did every humiliating thing they could. They torched it. I'm surprised they didn't actually dynamite it too. That's the Islamic State. That is precisely the region where Canada had CF-18 fighter jets to attack the Islamic State until Justin Trudeau withdrew those jets and abandoned the Christian refugees. He prefers unvetted Muslim migrants. He's not even neutral as between the wolves and the lambs. He prefers the wolves. This Bible, you can see right here, the St. Kyriakos Chaldean Church. This Bible, it's a symbol of what's going on over there. It reminds me a bit of what the Nazis did when they torched synagogues and desecrated Jewish Torahs. That's what's going on with Christians in the Middle East. It's a genocide. I mean, not to diminish the Jewish Holocaust. I'm Jewish myself, but I'm quite sure that more than 6 million Christians have been murdered by Muslims in the region over the decades. I've been thinking about this Bible all day since I first saw it. The Aramaic words in it, the bullet, the church itself, the town, Trudeau abandoning Christian refugees, the world ignoring them. And I've started to put together a plan. I'm still working on it. I want to be very careful and thoughtful. I'm not ready to announce anything yet. I think I might be in a couple of weeks, though, when I make some further inquiries. When I do, when I'm ready, I'm going to tell you what I'm going to do. Let me put it this way. I have booked the website SaveTheChristians.com. I know that's a grandiose name for a website, isn't it? I mean, we can't save all the Christians, but maybe we can save one, or one family, or even help one town. If you're interested in hearing my plan in a couple weeks when I'm ready, go to SaveTheChristians.com and give me your name and email address, and I will send you an email when I'm ready. You can't see this Bible and not want to do something. A Bible, it's a symbol, but at the end of the day, it's just words on a page. It's the Christians I'm worried about, the people. Go to SaveTheChristians.com and I'll tell you more soon. We talk a lot about Christian persecution, especially in the Middle East. Sign up for more YouTube videos by clicking the links on this page.